Brianne here from Hooked on Homemade Happiness. Welcome back to my channel. Today in this tutorial I am going to show you how to crochet this flower granny square. This square can be used to make blankets, to make a bag, a shirt, or a hat. Lots of different uses for this really cute square. So you will need 3 colors for your square. 1 color for the center, 1 color for your petals, and then 1 color for the perimeter for the square, outside of the square. So I'll be using this yarn. This is I Love This Cotton from Hobby Lobby. I have curry, white, and warm blush for my squares. And this is a worsted weight cotton yarn. And I will be using an H5mm crochet hook. But you can use any yarn you would like for this pattern and then just change your hook size accordingly to what the yarn label suggests. So we're going to get started with our center color. So here for the center of my flower I am using yellow. So we're going to start by getting our yarn on our hook in whatever method you use, and we're going to chain 4. Now I have this chain 4 and I am going to slip stitch to the very first chain. So I'm going to insert my hook into the very first chain I made, and I'm going to pull the yarn through both of those loops on my hook. So now I have a circle here, and this is where I'm going to insert my stitches for round 1. So I'm going to start with a chain 3. This chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so I have 1 double crochet made so far. I'm going to work 11 more double crochets in this circle for a total of 12, including my chain 3. So I'm going to yarn over, insert my hook into the center of the circle that I made here, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 more for my first double crochet. So now I have 2 double crochet, including this chain 3. So I'm going to continue around, making those double crochets in this circle until I have 12 total. So here I have 12 double crochet, including my first chain 3. So now I will join to that very first chain 3, the top of that chain 3, with a slip stitch. And now I'm going to cut this yarn and go ahead and pull that through. So there is the center of my flower, and now I will join my second color for the petals for round 2. So in my square I'm doing my petals white, so I'm going to join my white color for round 2, and we're going to be joining in the middle in between 2 double crochets. So here's that chain 3 where I joined as my very first stitch of the round. In between this chain 3 and this first double crochet I'm going to insert my hook, and here I'm going to take my new color and I'm going to pull it through in between those stitches. And I'm going to start round 2 with a chain 3. This chain 3 does not count as a stitch for round 2. So for our petals we are going to be making treble crochet popcorn stitches. So we're going to be working all of our stitches in between the double crochets from round 1. So still keeping in between these 2 stitches here. I'm going to work 3 treble crochets in this same space. So I'm going to yarn over twice. I'm going to insert my hook into the space between the double crochets, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2, 4, 1 treble crochet. I'm going to do 2 more in this same space. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into that space between the double crochets and pull up a loop. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now I have 2 treble crochet. I'm going to do that one more time. Yarn over twice, insert your hook into the space between the double crochets, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So there are my 3 treble crochets. Now here's how we're going to make it then a popcorn stitch. You're going to pull your hook out of this active loop. I'm going to insert my hook into the first of this series of 3 treble crochets. So there's 1, 2, 3. Insert my hook back into that first of these 3. Then I'm going to insert my hook back into this active loop here. I'm going to pull the active loop through that first treble. So you could see how that made these 3 trebles kind of bunch up and pop out, and that's what's going to give us that petal look. Now we're going to chain 3, and we're going to work in the next space in between the 2 double crochets. So here's the very next double crochet after our first petal, and then the next 2 of them right here. And if you spread them apart, you could see this space right here is where we're going to be working our next treble popcorn. So I'm going to yarn over twice. Be careful not to let your chain get wrapped up on your hook. Insert your hook here in the space between the next 2 double crochets. Yarn over and pull up a loop. See, it got wrapped a little bit. There we go. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So I'm going to do 2 more trebles in that same space. And then here's my 3rd one. Now I'm going to pull my hook out of this active loop here. Careful not to undo any of the stitches. And then I will insert my hook back into this very first of the 3 treble crochets. And then insert my hook back into the active loop. And pull the active loop through that first treble. And chain 3. And do another treble crochet popcorn in between these next 2 stitches here in the space in between the stitches. So I'm going to yarn over twice and insert my hook into this space between and make my treble crochet. I'm going to do that 2 more times for a total of 3 treble crochets in this space. And then now pull my hook out of that active loop here, insert my hook back into the first of those 3 and get that active loop back on my hook and pull that through the first and then chain 3. And you will repeat that all the way around. You'll have a total of 12 of these treble popcorn stitches and you will end with a chain 3. So continue repeating this around, making these treble crochet popcorn stitches in between the double crochets from the previous round. Here I have completed that all the way around. There is one treble popcorn in between all of the stitches around, and I ended with that chain 3. And now I'm going to join to the first popcorn stitch of the round with a slip stitch. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut this color and pull that through here, and then now I'm going to join my third color, which is the border color for my square. So that's this blush color that I have here. Tighten that up. And again, I'm going to be just joining this new color into a space. I'm going to join it in one of these chain 3 spaces, and we're going to be working in these spaces all the way around. So I'm going to insert my hook into a chain 3 space. I'm going to grab my yarn, pull it through, make sure I have a long enough end to weave in down there. Okay. And I will chain 3. And this chain 3 does count as a double crochet. And now I'm going to be working my corner space. It's where I'm going to start. So I'm going to work 2 double crochet in this space. So now I have 3 double crochet because I have this chain 3 that counts. Now I will chain 3 and then work 3 double crochet in this same space. So here, oopsies, for the corner, I have 3 double crochet, chain 3, 3 double crochet, and that's going to be the repeat for all of the 4 corners of our square. Now in the next 2 chain 3 spaces, I'm going to work 3 double crochet in each of these chain 3 spaces. So here's my next space. I have 1 double crochet, work 2 more. And then now I'm going to do that again in the next chain 3 space. So I'm skipping all of these popcorn stitches. I'm not working any double crochets into those. I'm only working in these chain 3 spaces. So 3 double crochet in the next chain 3 space. And now we are at we're going to make a corner in the next chain 3 space here. So I'm going to work 3 double crochet, now chain 3 and 3 double crochet again in the same space. So working around this square, we're going to have a corner space and then 2 sets of just 3 double crochets and then a corner space. So as you work around, work 3 double crochets in the next 2 chain 3 spaces, then make a corner, 3 double crochet in the next 2 chain 3 spaces and make a corner, and then 3 double crochet in the final 2. And work that all the way around your flower. So here I have repeated that around, making my 4 corners and then 2 sets of 3 double crochet in between each corner. And now I'm going to join to the first chain 3 with a slip stitch. And snip that yarn and pull that through. And there you have your little flower granny square, which can be used for a blanket, a hat, a bag, or you could continue double crocheting around and just have this be the center of a larger project. I used this square to make a bucket hat where I joined the squares here and then made it into a hat. I will link the written pattern for this hat below. There are lots of other options for you to use this really cute, fun, and easy square. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you next time.